Yo, what's up you guys, Ben on Fire here back in the video, and today what we're going to be doing is going over yet another gameplay with a post-commentary style. I did upload that other one, which was a Regs gameplay yesterday from my stream. This is from the exact same stream, but it's actually going to be some Ultimate Team Seasons gameplay. As you see, we're starting out very great right there. Now, if you guys have watched me a while, if you've seen a lot of my gameplays, you know that I do not start off games fast, particularly from streams. You'll see me throw interceptions on the first drive. Just make terrible mistakes, terrible reads to start games, and that's exactly what happened right here. We throw an interception on the first play of the game. Was kind of an interesting interception because you saw Sam Mills. He looked like he was kind of out of the play, but he actually comes up and makes that play. There you see, bad user. I mean, really it wasn't a terrible user, but with the next gen movement, it would be considered a terrible user. We go with that 3rd and 9, and right on cue, Jim Thorpe's going to break off an easy wrap-up tackle. I wasn't clicked on, but that still should be a play made. It's not like it was a hit stick. It was a traditional tackle, and he just bounces off it. So we are always like putting ourselves in terrible situations, but on our next drive, we're able to roll out, hit Kyle Pitts on that post route. Again, I am kind of running the same offense. Ooh, look at the stick work a little bit. I tried to stop and go, not the cleanest stick work, but hey, we ended up making one guy miss. But overall, big play for us. We want to score as fast as possible, try and put ourselves in a better position there. Was an interesting concept. I had the drag open, but as you notice on the bottom left, it said back foot inaccurate. If you go back, watch the clip, you'll see that that was simply not the case. My feet were clearly set, which is very weird. I was very confused off that, but next play we end up hitting Kyle Pitts on the flat. Here we're going to try and go to spacing, my favorite play, and as you see, for whatever reason, he cross-manned the man that was man up on the running back to the tight end, leaving Najee Harris wide open in the flat, wait for a little bounce back, and we're in to tie the game. So 7-7. Again, usually the first drive is going to be a feel-out drive for most people, but usually my first drive is the warm-up drive where I throw an interception or make any mistakes that might happen. It isn't the best strategy, especially when you get the ball first. Definitely not ideal, but you know, it is what it is. So we're just going to try and make a stop on defense. You see running 3-3-5 wide defensively. We're shutting down this guy's run game pretty solid. 3 rushes for 7 yards, putting him in yet another 3rd down situation. And that's really all you can do on next gen. Give yourself an opportunity to get off the field. Very difficult to play defense, so you want to play usually a bend but don't break style. You see we're playing very conservatively here. We will make adjustments based off of what happens throughout the game, but still feeling out his game. There you see, unfortunate, nice pass by him, but would have liked one of my players to beat, or one of my flat zones to be been able to come up and defend that. Again, he's running the ball. Again, is being stuffed. Here we go with a little bit of a play action. He's going to go ahead, throw a drag, just a split second off with my user from, you know, getting the ball back, getting our possession back. But 3rd and 1, looks like he's going to go with the ground game. He's going to give RG3 the carry. Jalen Smith with his deflator is going to make the tackle and bring up our first 4th down of the game. He's going to go to the goal line, and he is going to actually run pretty risky play, the QB sneak. I wouldn't have been my play call, but he ends up picking it up nonetheless. You see yet again, 3-3-5 wide. Good run defense in current gen, and good run defense in next gen as well. Here, a nice little hitch pass by him, but you see, we're making him work for everything. Making him chew clock, making him get into multiple 3rd downs and 4th downs. Again, you see 3rd down, he's in yet another 4th down. Now I want you guys to watch very carefully. He's going to check it down. Tell me if he picks up the 1st down, because I didn't see him have any chance of picking up the 1st down. You see my reaction there in the bottom left corner. I am shocked, surprised, and disgusted by the ref's call on that one. I don't know how they gave it to him. He didn't even get close. He didn't get any kind of an animation. Usually in that situation, if you're going to pick up the 1st down, they'll give you the reach for animation. At least on next gen, happens a lot, but nothing happened. They give him the 1st down. There you see yet another big hit stick from Jalen Smith, just making big plays in the flat. Here he's going to throw at the flat. Someone tell me how Jalen Smith is not defending that. Maybe it was a little bit too high of depth, but a 5-yard hard flat should be in range to defend that. Nonetheless, he's going to go with a little off tackle here, and he ends up picking up a touchdown. So now we're down in a pretty bad spot. He took up so much time off the clock that we're down by 7. He gets ball at half. We almost have to put up points on the board, or we're going to put ourselves in a very tough situation, especially in next gen where the clock seems to go by a lot faster. It's a slower game, and ball control is very important. There you see we're going to hit Jamar Chase on a little corner out. Going to our favorite play, one of my favorite plays in next gen, the bunch trail play. We're going to go ahead, hit it again. Why not? Snap the ball. We got our drag. We got our little angle route, which we're going to hit with Kyle Pitts. Kind of a risky throw there, but, you know, I feel comfortable making that play, and we are able to complete it to Kyle Pitts. Not the best separation, but still able to make a play. Here we're going to go to the Jets dig play once again. Rolling out, nothing really open, so we're just going to take off with our escape artist with our 99 speed Robert Griffin III, burn our second timeout, and now we're in a good position to pretty much tie the game before the half, which is all you can ask for throwing an interception on your first drive. I would say we're in a pretty good situation there. You see he messes up, goes for the hit stick, and then Najee Harris absolutely runs over Aeneas Williams. Get on the ground, little boy. But yeah, back on defense. The first pass of the second half goes right through Jalen Smith's hands. I literally have no clue how that's not a pick. I mean, I dropped so many picks on Next Gen. It seems like the quicker type of plays. Here he's going to, hit a nice little hitch route with Andre Johnson. Yet again, we're laying a hit stick. But, yeah, overall, we're giving up short gains. This guy has not been able to hit anything deep. You see, just checking it down. He's completed 14 passes, and he's barely over 100 yards. That's always a good sign. It doesn't show on the scoreboard right now, but you got to assume that that's going to catch up with him, which it does. Here is a very terrible idea by me. We're playing good defense. But I decided to do something risky. At some point, I wanted to stand up for myself and make a stop, and I went with a Mike Blitz 0 user rush. What happened was my cornerback looked like he was aligned a little bit too far inside, and honestly, he just didn't press. He stood there, and he got blown by instantly. So the user rush, of course, slower with the player movement, and we weren't able to get there in time. Nice read, nice pass by him, which the slot receiver would have been his first read regardless. So he ends up picking up that touchdown, giving himself yet another 7-point cushion. So very important for me to continue scoring. Our plans got to be score here, get a stop, and then go ahead, score again. There you see we hit Jamar Chase on the post route, going with the new route combination intended to beat strictly man coverage. And nice little stick work there. It didn't seem like a lot, but trust me, there was a little bit there that made the play. And here you see yet again, just another reaction from me. I am right there. Grant Delpit can't give me any kind of a jumping animation. He's just going to get outran. And again, he throws a very interceptable pass, and the game seems to be giving him anything he wants. It's pretty frustrating from a defensive standpoint, but again, we got to assume that at some point this is going to catch up to him. So he's going to continue to run the ball, still not picking up anything big on the ground. Third down yet again, and that was a nice read, nice pass by him, user out of position. And overall, I went with a cover 4 palms look. This time I add the vert hook to potentially take away something like that. He hits a nice little pass to work done out of the backfield. Not sure how my quarter flat was not defending that. I do believe the key was that I'm pretty sure my zone drops were not set. So I was running a double flat. I have my zone drops set to a certain amount. And then I switched to palms without switching my zone drops, I believe. So you might even see that for this play as well. I think this is a run play. But I'm not even sure at the point where I reset it, but you see how things in the flats seem to be a little bit more open there. He runs a corner out combination, which would typically be taken away by our quarter flat on the right-hand side. But 3rd and 13, he's going to check it down. Again, you see he's already completed 20 passes. So, again, not the most yards. Here's the biggest play of the game. If we can get off the field, allow him a field goal, I feel pretty good about our chances. And he's going to roll out. He hits the in route, but we do hold the door, force him into a 4th down. This time it's not a 4th and inches. He surprisingly goes for it. I would have taken the 3 here if I were him, and he makes a terrible mistake, throws it right at the defender. There was 2 defenders there. At that point, you got to give your players a chance. You have to throw it to the flat. My user was over there, but with the way he's been getting lucky, you might as well have taken a chance. But we take over on downs. We're in a pretty prime position to win this game. Sitting at 21-21. Najee Harris breaks a big run. I try to go with the stop and go, not the smartest move, but in the end, it's going to help us take some more time off the clock. Again, pounding the rock with Najee Harris. You see the play clock sitting at 1 second. Very important clock management stuff. Setting myself up to run the rest of this time out and kick a game-winning field goal or a touchdown that time. But you could call it a misread to Kyle Pitts, but we're just going to take the easy yards. And pick up the first down with RG3, getting that reach for an animation. Running the ball yet again. You see averaging some nice yards per carry with Najee, although I have not given him the rock enough, I will say that. Here we're going back to the bunch trail. You see the clock already at 1 minute 30 seconds. There we hit Kyle Pitts on a big time trail route to put ourselves in good position. We have 1 minute 20 seconds. Here we are, 1st and goal, speeded up to that. 57 seconds. We snap the ball. Run the ball. You see I'm pulling a Todd Gurley versus the Lions. I'm trying to sit there I'm not really moving. I'm moving very slowly. My hand, of course, not on the right trigger, R2. And unfortunately, the animations are so wild in this game that I just get suctioned into the reach for animation and ends up hurting us in this case. So our opponent definitely has a chance here. We're going to go with a cover 4 palms look, and it has been working. I believe that reset my zone drops, if I'm not mistaken. Montez Sweat with the pressure there, but cover 4 palms. Maybe I should have went with 3-3-5 wide. There you see Grant Delpit swats the ball in plain sight. I didn't have enough time to get a click on there, so that was just the CPU doing that, which happens. If I would have clicked on easy interception, but just very unfortunate there. Would have liked him to pick the ball up. There you see John Randall finally comes through. Seems like we haven't got pressure all game, and now our boys are starting to go crazy. He feels the pressure again, is forced to throw the deep post. And actually, terrible clock management by him. You see, 0 seconds on the clock, so he did not manage his timeouts well, seemed to kind of be rushing things, and that's pretty much going to do it. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel for more, and peace. I'm out of here.